They told me my life was normal. Normal school. Normal friends. Normal childhood photos. Until the day I found a contract with my name on it. Not as a daughter. Not as a student. But as Subject 27. And at the bottom of the page, one sentence: do not inform the subject under any circumstances. Emotional authenticity must remain intact. That's when I realized my entire life wasn't mine. It was a study, and everyone I loved was part of it. I used to believe I was lucky. That's what people always said. You have such supportive parents, you're so well-adjusted, you handle stress better than anyone. They said it like it was natural. But looking back now, nothing about my life was random. I grew up in a quiet suburban neighborhood. White fences, clean sidewalks, predictable sunsets. Every house looked like it belonged in a brochure. My parents were calm. Always calm. They never fought. Never raised their voices. Never reacted emotionally. If I cried, my mother would tilt her head slightly and say, "Interesting reaction." What do you think triggered that? She didn't say it cruelly. Just curiously, like she was observing something. At the time, I thought she was just emotionally intelligent. Now I know she was documenting. I never missed school, not once. Even when I had the flu at 12, my father insisted, routine stabilizes behavior. That sentence never made sense to me. Stabilizes what? Whose behavior? Mine? Or theirs? I started noticing small things when I was 16. Nothing dramatic, just patterns. Every argument I had with a friend somehow became a discussion topic at dinner. Every time I showed fear, disappointment, jealousy, my parents would exchange a look. Not worried, not angry, evaluating. My mother wrote constantly. Not in a diary, in files. She kept them in a locked drawer in her office. Always labeled by date. I once asked what she was writing. She smiled. Observations about what? Life. The first crack appeared when I turned 19. I had just moved into my college dorm. First time away from home. I expected freedom. Instead, I felt watched. Not in a paranoid way. In a precise way. My roommate asked strangely specific questions. How did you feel when your grandmother died? What's your biggest fear? Do you think you'd betray someone to survive? At first, I thought she was just intense. But then I noticed something. She never answered when I asked her personal questions back. She redirected. Always. 3 months later, I came home unexpectedly. My class had been canceled. I didn't tell my parents. I wanted to surprise them. That decision changed everything. When I walked into the house, it was too quiet. Not peaceful. Controlled. My mother's office door was slightly open. That had never happened before. Inside, the drawer was unlocked. That had never happened either. I don't know why I opened it. Instinct, maybe. Or destiny. Inside were folders. Dozens of them. All labeled Subject 27, Age 3 Subject 27, Age 7 inches Subject 27, Age 12 Emotional Response Shift Subject 27, Stress Exposure Phase. My hands started shaking. Subject 27. My birthday was written on every file. My full name appeared only once. At the very top of a thick binder. Project Behavioral Conditioning under Controlled Affection Environments. Controlled affection. I couldn't breathe. There were charts. Graphs measuring my emotional intensity. Notes about how I reacted when friends excluded me. Predictions about how I would respond to romantic rejection. Even transcripts of conversations I thought were private. One page made my stomach drop. Age 14, first heartbreak simulation successful. Subject shows high resilience. Attachment patterns forming as predicted. Simulation. My first boyfriend. The one who randomly moved away. The one who cried when he left. The one who said he loved me. It was staged. All of it. Then I saw the contract. Signed by my parents. Signed by 3 other names I didn't recognize. And at the bottom, funding, Private Behavioral Research Initiative. Duration, birth to 25 years, birth. I wasn't just observed. I was designed. Footsteps echoed down the hallway. I heard my father's voice. She's not supposed to be here today. Silence. Then my mother checked the schedule. She's early. Like I was a lab appointment. I closed the binder slowly. My heart wasn't racing anymore. It was sinking. Everything I thought was love was calibration. Everything I thought was protection was containment. And the worst part, there was a final section tab unopened, labeled Phase to Awareness Trigger. I didn't know what that meant, but I had a feeling. They never planned to hide this forever. They planned for me to find it. And when I heard my mother's voice right outside the door, soft.com measured, I realized something terrifying. This moment might be part of the experiment too. The handle turned slowly. My mother stepped into the room first. Not shocked, not angry, prepared. My father stood behind her, his face pale but controlled. You weren't supposed to find it yet, my mother said gently. Not if, not why. Just yet. That word hurt more than anything else. So it's real, I whispered. Neither of them denied it. My father closed the office door behind him. There are things you don't understand, he said. Then explain them. Silence stretched between us. My mother walked to the desk and carefully closed the open binder like it was something fragile. It started before you were born, she said. We were selected for a long-term behavioral study, a controlled environment designed to measure resilience, attachment, emotional development under curated circumstances. Curated, my voice cracked. You curated my heartbreak, my father looked down. The relationship at 14 was supervised, he admitted. The relocation was planned. We needed to test separation trauma and recovery speed. I felt my knees weaken. And my friends, most were organic, my mother said quickly. But a few were placed, I repeated. Like furniture. Like cameras. I looked around the house I grew up in. Was every laugh recorded? Every tear analyzed? Every hug measured? Why, I asked finally. My mother's calm mask flickered for the first time. Because the world is unpredictable, she said. This project was meant to understand how to build stronger humans. To prevent psychological collapse. To learn how to guide emotional growth safely. By lying, I snapped. By controlling variables, my father corrected softly. I laughed. A broken, hollow sound. So what happens now, I asked. Am I still a subject? My mother hesitated. That depends on you. She opened the final tab. Phase to awareness integration. Phase 2 begins when the subject discovers the study, she said. We observe how identity adapts when confronted with constructed reality. Cold spread through my chest. So even this is part of it? Yes, she said quietly. And if I walk away, my father finally met my eyes. Then the study fails and we lose everything. Funding. Careers. Reputation. Not me. I stepped back. For the first time in my life, I didn't feel observed. I felt powerful. You wanted to measure resilience, I said. They said nothing. You wanted to see how I respond under pressure, my mother swallowed. Yes, I picked up the binder, closed it, and set it down carefully. Then here's your result. I walked past them, out the front door. No screaming, no dramatic breakdown, just choice. For the first time, I made a decision no one scripted, no one predicted, no one scheduled. Behind me, my mother's voice cracked slightly. Where are you going? I turned once. To find out who I am, without you watching. The sky outside looked different. Not curated. Not stabilized. Unpredictable. Real. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't a subject, I was a person. If someone controlled your entire life, would you stay or would you walk away?